Dr. Earl Robinson, Chemung County, 1.5 mile from the landfill. I want to apologize, I missed the last meeting because I had to go to Albany. They asked me to talk at the public forum on health and environmental risks posed by transport and landfilling of human waste. This was the New York State Senate Environmental Committee. I'm a pulmonary critical care physician. I've been in Chemung County for 36 years. I'm going to talk not about what's going to happen, but what's been happening in Chemung County for the last 36 years since I've been here. Now, despite my greatest efforts, Chemung County has the highest death rate from lung cancer in New York State. Lung cancer is one of the worst cancers you can possibly have. The overall survival at 5 years for all types of lung cancer is 10%. If you have stage 1 lung cancer, which is the smallest, easiest treated, least liable to kill you type of cancer, stage 1, at 5 years, the overall prognosis is only 40%. Now, why does Chemung County have the highest death rate from lung cancer in New York State? Well, we do have one of the highest smoking rates, and some people look at it between 25 and 32% of the population smoking. But we also have radon. And we have radon in ambient air. So in this room, and when you walk outside, you're going to be exposed to radon. Radon in ambient air in most places in New York State is 0.3 picocuries per liter. And what's a picocurie? You hear a lot about that. A picocurie is 2 nuclear disintegrations per minute. If you're breathing right now, which I imagine you all are, you're moving 6 liters of air a minute. If you exercise, you can go up to 24 liters of air a minute. If you have radon in the air, that's how many picocuries per liter you're breathing in. So let's say it's 1 picocurie, 24 liters at 24 picocuries per minute, 60 minutes, 24 hours, 365 years, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And what happens with that? Radon 222 decays, producing alpha, beta, and gamma radiation. The 2 most dangerous decay products of radon gas are polonium-218 and polonium-214. That's the material they used to kill the Russian spy in London. The amount of polonium was less than what you could put on your little finger to kill him. Now, if you're a smoker, and again, I mentioned we have a high degree of smokers in Chemung County, and you just breathe ambient air, you've got a 3 in 1,000 chance of developing lung cancer just because you're breathing ambient air with radon in it. But at 2 picocuries per liter, 32 smokers per 1,000 get lung cancer in a lifetime. At 20 picocuries per liter, 1/4 of all these smokers will get lung cancer. 25% of smokers at 20 picocuries will get lung cancer. Now, Chemung County, I mentioned ambient air is 0.3 picocuries. In Chemung County, the average basement has 12.5 picocuries per liter of radon gas. In the first floor of most houses in Chemung County, there's 6 picocuries per liter of radon gas. Exposure to radon is the second most common cause of lung cancer in the United States. It's like 110,000 people die of lung cancer because of radon exposure. Now, what are we doing about that? So for the last 36 years, my partners and I, every week we see 1 or 2 people with lung cancer. We try to get them to stop smoking. I don't see anybody doing anything about radon abatement. Even the real estate people don't necessarily check for that. Back to the story of the radon. There are 4 isotopes of radium, 228, 226, 224, and 223. Now, this is Marcellus waste right here. It's not mud, it's not brown, it's black. It looks like coal. As long as that thing is inside of this plastic container, the alpha radiation will not go through there. Okay? The radon gas cannot escape. The gamma can go right through here and right through that wall. But if you take this and you spread it all over this room, and then we start walking around and blowing and knocking the dust up into the air, you're going to inhale it. If you inhale it, 60% of it's going to be absorbed and go into your body and probably be deposited in your bones. So, that's what I deal with every day. And I do not want to see an increase in the number of people that have lung cancer in this county. And bringing this stuff in by the hundreds of thousands of tons and spreading it is not going to make it any better. I was talking with a doctor out in Colorado who does radon research. And he said out there's a lot of radioactive material, and they do uranium mining. And you can actually take a meter, put it outside the car and drive around. When you get to 20 picocuries per liter of radon, there's probably a uranium mine there. He also mentioned to me that once you get the gas lines up and running, you don't have to wonder what the gas lines are, because you can take a Geiger counter and you can put it on the ground and follow the gas line, because the pipes become contaminated with the material. So just to bring up the speed on picocuries, radon, lung cancer in Chemung County, and why we should be careful. And there's more things we can do to keep people from having lung cancer, because once you've got it, you're pretty much dead. And we don't need that. And I can't stop that. The way to stop this cancer is to stop the exposure, stop the cigarette smoking, get rid of the radon.